Hello everybody, in this video I'm going to go through Quizlet. Quizlet is maybe an application, a website that has been familiar to many of us already. But in this video I just want to highlight some features that I find useful for my own teaching and introduce some new features that have been added into the website because of the development of AI. So first of all, just have a general look at the product. We can access Quizlet via a mobile application. You can download the app either on Android or what is the other one? Apple, right? iOS or Android, or access it from the web. So very convenient, right? I often encourage my students to download it on the phone, and maybe when they're waiting for something, then they can work on the app. Work on the vocabulary set. Also, I know that it can run in Vietnamese, but I'm not sure how many languages are there. But what I've learned is that it's very friendly and very multilingual. Probably because it has very big data from different languages. In terms of level, it's open up to any levels, but the age limit is 13 plus. However, Quizlet website also said that if children younger than 13 wants to use the app, they also can change some features, and maybe they have some limited access, but the children can still play Quizlet Live, which is similar to Kahoot, but based on study sets based on flashcards. The main activities for Quizlet is learning vocabulary. However, what makes it different from Memrise or other vocabulary apps or learning apps is that Quizlet offers much more types of activities. So you can either do a test. They generate a test that student can take in order to check the quiz, to take a quiz to check if they remember. They can do flashcards. It's conventional, or they can do matching. They can do games. They have a lot of fun games. They can do learn, listen, and spell. So many more activities. Also, I think this information is important. The students with a basic membership, they have limited access to test and learn. They only have 3 trials. But if they are added into the class, the teacher with a plus account created, they can access to everything. That's a cool thing. So for example, I pay nearly $40 a year to get a teacher plus account. Then I can create study sets with the recording of Vietnamese word. I can add pictures to the study set. I can create the classes and manage my students' access and learning. So this is, I think, a very good diagram that shows us what Quizlet offers. Knowledge acquisition, content practice, game-based learning, diagram, student management. Yeah, so that is about the classes that I mentioned. Game-based, that they have match, gravity, live, content practice with write, spell, and test, and learn flashcards. Okay, so now we will go into details and see how we can use Quizlet effectively as teachers. And well, maybe it's good to mention both learner fit and then teacher fit. I'd like to talk about teacher fit first. And first of all, maybe it's good to know how to create a set in Quizlet. So there are 2 ways. You can search a set For example, I want to create a set on summer activities, like summer activities. So then I can see that, oh, people before me, other teachers created a bunch of study sets already. I can make a copy of that one. For example, if I want this one, I can just save and edit and then edit from there. If I want to create from scratch, I can go to study set here. Usually we can have like a list. What list here? Well, you can use Google Translate to create a draft of the translation, and then you edit it, paste value here and make an addition. And then, for example, I have this list of words that I want to import. Paste here, import. Wow, here they are here, and I can name it, for example, summer activities. Yeah. And then the cool thing with the Quizlet Plus is that, especially when you teach less commonly taught languages, you can create your own recording, which is very important for the students, because this kind of resources is rare. So, for example, đi cắm trại. That's how go camping sound in Vietnamese. I can also add an image here, like that. Well, create, and then after that you can choose language here, the translation, English, and then later on you can add it into a class, a folder for your organization. Yeah, to better organize it. You can either share it as a link or embed it into the LMS that you're using. And then add to class or folder. Usually I will add to a class so that my students can get access to that class, and then they can learn it from the class. Because from the class they can learn everything free, and then I can manage, I can look at their progress. So let's go to the class that I create. Yes, so for teachers, members here, you can just share this link with the students, and then they will join your class, and then you can see their progress here. For example, at the moment, students in my class are working on weather. So when I look at this, I know, okay, these people are working on it. Usually I assign this at one of the assignments, and they will need to take screenshot of their completion, but I can also check it here. Okay. Now let's look at how what it means to the students. So for example, let's go to one set and look at it from learner's perspective. Yes, so games and activities, they can do match, they can do classic life or checkpoint. So classic life is something that the teachers can give it to the it's very similar to Kahoot. They will have a race, they can participate together in the class in order to make sure that they know the vocabulary. So it can be a cool warm-up or a cool exit ticket sometimes. In class review, so here they can learn it on their own, the flashcards. They can listen to it at home. Xe. That's how you say it. Yeah. The X in Vietnamese is sờ, not the like xylophone. Well, so learn is a pretty cool feature. Usually I only ask students to do learn and test. And by doing learn, they can do a multiple choice like this to make sure that they know, for example, like this. Or with learn, they can also do write mode or spell mode. Usually I encourage my students to do spell mode, and I think this is one of the best feature that Quizlet give, that is to hear and type. So in a way, this can act as a very good, well, not really dictation, but like it can help the students to practice spelling, vocabulary, listening, everything. So it's pretty cool. I like these features the most.
Xe máy, xe mô tô.
So they hear that and then they have to type. Xe máy, xe mô tô, for example, like that. Enter.
Xe đạp.
So then say, and then if they do wrong, then they will show, oh no,
Xe đạp.
like that, and then they get the feedback immediately, and then they can make a correction. So in a way, that's I think I love this feature of Quizlet the most. Another cool feature, that is spell feature. People need to go to learn option, and then you can check here, answer with Vietnamese or English. Okay. Another feature that I find pretty cool is test. With test, then it's very similar to a simple quiz for students to know if they have learned all the vocabulary in this set. So different types of questions. So in this case, it's true, false, train is just do. I just do it randomly. Like that. Multiple choice. In this case, it's multiple choice. Yeah, multiple choice setup. I better get some correct ones. Yeah. So then, and this one is matching. Let's walk. Thing like that. Select from the list below. Here. Yeah, below. So then, oops, sorry, need to do like this. Click, click. There. It's a little bit tedious, but it's okay. Yeah, click, click, something like that. So train station, then they have to write. This one is to write. And then this one they have to write, know how to do something. For example, the next. Yes. And finally, they will submit the test and they will get a score, and then they can practice the terms that they got, that they missed. So in a way, it's a very, I think it's a good ecosystem that they know exactly what they have learned, what they have missed, and there is room for them to go back and practice the terms that they are not very good at yet. This is very good, especially when you have mixed students in your class. Like my case, I have heritage and non-heritage students. So some vocabulary they may know already, but they don't know how to write. So then the spell or write really helps them. Or some words they know already, they recognize already, and then they don't need to go through everything. They can just customize and personalize their learning experience. Yeah, and they can also print the test and keep it for their records. Well, I think this is a pretty cool tool. Also, you can generate it using, for example, sometimes if you create a word list for a reading text, put the text here, and then AI will generate the flashcards or key points or even comprehension questions for you. Of course, you will need to edit them and work more on them, but I think this is also pretty cool. It can also be a good tool for learning support students when they need something to support them to take notes or to understand the general ideas of the lecture. So, well, that's it for this week. Thank you.